G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripple week. What do we got going on in this video? Sparky goes walkabout. Cold sleeping mat solution. Rare footage of me riding. Of course, we check out what Nay's up to in the woodshop. Mobile phones and handlebars. Nay and I do a day trip to Mount Cole. Righto, let's check out what bloody Sparky was up to. Rightio guys, me and Alistair are out here at bloody Kamaruka. We're running the Kamaruka run track, and then we're going to try and finish the tracking off to get back to Bendigo. I'm having a cigarette on the bloody video because Sparky, we had Sparky who's doing the active track, and along here it's fairly low vegetation, but around there it's the trees start to and it lost track, and then I thought I'd shot him up, and then I got him so he could see the track in the distance, and thought, right, we'll go riding through that. Trying to do a good thing for you blokes. and all of a sudden the bloody thing started beep, 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 disconnected, and I don't know how far we walked. We walked for a fair way.
It was a long walk.
Yeah. Trying to hold this bloody thing up, trying for it to reconnect. And then we had to walk all the way back to the bikes, and then we've just been slowly going, and the little bastard, he was very good. Yep. He obviously went back to home, the last home point, which I could still see on my thing, and there he was, just sitting on the track.
So this little track.
Yeah, this little tiny track.
In between shrubs and everything, just...
Yeah, bloody crazy. Anyway, thought I'd share that with you. Righto. All right, here we go. So, yeah, we were going along here, and we had Sparky up behind us, and I could see on the screen that he was tracking us. Going along, no worries. And then you can most probably see the trees start getting thick up here, taller. And, and that's when he lost us. And I could tell straight away because I was keeping an eye on it. So as soon as you get in here, he can't fucking distinguish between you and the bloody trees, so he loses you. So then what I did was I stopped, took him out of that active mode, set him up really high, and him forward just to try and pick a decent part of the track that you could see where we could go bloody riding through. And just get a shot of that. But yeah, I could tell that the screen had kind of like not frozen, it just stopped, like he'd stopped, or I don't know. And then so I pulled up, turned off the bikes, went to get him to bring him to home, and then it just went beep, beep, beep. It just kept fucking beeping, saying disconnected. So, yeah, so then I just walk and holding the bloody thing up in the air, hoping that he's going to pick it up. Because obviously he's up in the air, hoping that he'd reconnect, and then I get back control. And of course, as soon as you lose connection, you lose your video feed, you can't see where he is. Yeah. Anyway, I walked, and then I bloody went, right, bugger it, I'll just turn back around, get the bikes, and then on the screen, it leaves little blue dots to say where home points have been set. And so we just kept riding, and as I was watching, we were getting closer to the last home. And we were just right on it, and I pulled up, and I went righto. And I was taking layers off because I was sweating. And Alistair's just started walking a bit, I don't know, 10 feet. And then he starts laughing, going, ha ha, there it is. It was still actually turned on, just sitting on the track. Couldn't believe it. So I was pissed off there for a minute. And, but yeah, good old Sparky, eh? Bloody hell. Righto, back to the man cave. Oh, bloody Fuji's are not going back to the man cave. So we've made it to the Yuki distillery here at Kamaruka. Alistair's dropped his bike.
Well, no, hang on a minute. Hang on. Not really.
No, here, I'll show you. He bloody pulls up next to me and gets off and pulls his helmet off, and we're talking, and the next minute
Falls over.
just falls over. It went so far down, it was crazy.
Hey, it's into you with the bar.
Oh yeah, the bar. Yeah. All good fun.
Yep.
Guys, will you tell Alistair just do it? Get the bloody cuppa out. Don't be a lazy
I
bastard.
think I'm just going to have Pepsi.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Oh, I got me special bloody home mix. Hopefully me bickies. Oh, look, me bickies are all in one piece.
There you go. I might have a nut bar.
Oh, brilliant. It was funny too, you know, when I lost bloody Sparky, I'm thinking, oh, you know, bloody hell, there's $600 gone. I'd only just bought a new battery, so I've now got 3 batteries. And I've got this new little bloody setup here. In actual fact, I'll show you. I first did it so that on my duffel bag here, I have this using the gotcha straps strapped to it. And it's just brilliant, because then you pull up, and all I got to do is that. There's Sparky, there's the controller, and away I go. I can even grab that out like that, sit him on there, and he takes off from there, do our shit, then I just go boom. Whereas before I had straps holding this on and had to take, and it was a pain in the ass. I'm thinking, God! Yeah, and it works on this just without the duffel bag. And I'm thinking, far out. I've worked out all this shit, I've got the extra battery, and now I'm going to lose Sparky, and you can't. They don't make Sparky anymore. So yeah, it was anyway, it all turned out well. But we have lost a bit of time.
Yeah. Got a system going on there, Mark.
Oh, look at that. Pretty brilliant. And then we go, get out the old thermos. Must say, and Pete always brings a thermos.
Yeah, so much easier.
Yeah, it is. I like doing the other stuff, but there are times when the thermos just, you know, makes way more sense. So I've already actually had a couple of stops that we've done. I've just quickly grabbed some out. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Bloody brilliant. Are you jealous?
A little bit.
Righto, now back to the man cave. Rightio guys, so the pursuit of happiness while winter camping continues. So in this thing, it's all about stopping the cold coming up from the ground or the concrete floor here in the bloody garage.
coming up through into the air bit in your mattress, and then your body heat is trying to heat that air in there to keep it warm, but then you've got the cold just constantly. And as we know, as we get older, our body's heater is not as bloody good as it used to, and it obviously just can't keep up to it when it's really, really cold. So things that I have learnt is that not all air mats are made the same. Both of these have, insulation in them, but this is one chamber of air, whereas this has two chambers of air. So you have one on the bottom, which is the heating the cold, and that's getting locked in there, and then you've got the second one on top, which is what you're warming. So it's a much better barrier, and I think I've proved that works way better, and it does have a bigger R rating, because that one has R rating of 4. This one's only 3.2, which is still good, but not as good as the other one, and that's been adding to my getting cold while sleeping when it's 0 degrees or below. People mentioned about these things, which I did up. It didn't do anything for me when I tested it. It obviously does the reflection, but there's nothing there. So the cold's still bloody streaming through this and cooling down that air in the mat. And yeah, it helps a little bit, but it's just not worth it. So this has got to be it. This is the way to do it. I haven't tested this, but I can just see straight away it's just going to make a huge amount of difference on the cold. I tried stuffing around last night, and I videoed all this I had 2 cameras, and I edited it all, and then I just gave up with it. So this system is working. I just now want to, because I was doing it on the camera, I was just doing it really quick, trying to bloody not waste people's time. I've now gone and got this one, and I want to do a nice job on it. So I'll come back and it'll be like that, but it'll look a whole lot bloody better. So, what have I said? So I've made it the size of, so it basically sits on the bottom of this bag. I have thrown all my gear in there, plus that it does all work and fit. So that's really good. I'm happy with that. What else was there I had to say? There was something else before I had to say that, I think, or did I not? So did I say that was $10 from Kmart? Picked it up today. Bloody brilliant. Cheap as chips. So you can buy these types of things. They're hiking ones. I think Nemo does it, Thermarest. There was another one that I came across. Anywhere between $60 to $90, and they're pretty much the same size, except they're designed for hikers that'll actually be only sleeping on this and not have something else. They're actually 2 centimeters thick, and they're like an eggshell shape, or whatever, for comfort. These are only 1 centimeter. Which is much better because it'll be a lot less compact. These weigh literally nothing. I weighed that one last night, and this would be the same. I don't even know if it says it on there. It would be, it's 200 grams. Nothing. It's the bulk of these things is the biggest thing, and I think that's as compact as you can get it. Because obviously when it's rolled up, you've got that gap in the middle there. So we want to alleviate that. Righto, I'm going to come back to you. Rightio guys, so I am now back, and as you can tell out that window, it's late. Actually, the clock will be telling us it's 20 past 10. So, get that off there. This is the end product. This is what the shitty one is. So obviously it was all a bit bloody wonky and just cruddy and not even. So what I did was that roll, I took out what the length of it was, divided it evenly so I had bloody even whatever. So 50 centimetres along that way, 30, just under 30 centimetres that way, and 6 centimetres tall. That's basically what it is.
Right, so now I wanted to quickly, I forgot to mention, so no, not everybody watches everything and bloody they'll be asking me questions. Why don't I use this one if it's the better one? So that's the Cedar Summit Comfort Plus. That's the Cedar Summit Ether XT Lite or something like that. The reason why I've moved to this, and if you've watched any other stuff here, I'll call this the game changer. So obviously this is warmer, but this is way more comfortable. This is still comfortable, but this is way more comfortable. It's not as noisy as this one, and this is actually lighter than this one, even though that's a bigger, thicker one. Crazy, I know. So just wanted to clear that up. What else was there? Now, I've got a new sleeping bag coming. I bit the bullet. I've bought a Cedar Summit Ascent A3. It's a goose down bag. Its comfort rating is -11. The low temp, or what they call the, for the men, is -18. So I've got to be toasty warm in that thing. And hopefully it will be that other one that I've got, which is the Tree line, which is in this one. It won't be much bigger than this one because it's goose down, and I think goose down compacts and is a bit lighter than the duck down, or it just compacts, I don't know, one or the other. This loft, the loft in this one is 600. The goose down one is 750. For those of you that know what all that kind of like stuff means. So obviously I will be doing a review of that thing. So what I'll be doing tonight, I'll be sleeping in here. I think we are down, yep, it keeps on dropping. We're now down to 7 degrees. I don't know if we can see that. Boom. So it'll drop down further. So what I'm going to do tonight is have that on the concrete, use that, and I will use this new sleeping bag. I'll most probably put a blanket in it, obviously have those. And I'm going to just see, now that's going to give me a really good test to see how this performs. And I'm pretty confident that it's going to make a big difference. Hopefully it does. Now the thing is, I want to see how well I can pack my duffel bag, because I've already done this with that other one. So I'll fast motion this for you guys. And I might be just stuffing around. I might just, having this in there is going to make things a little bit different. I'll just see if I can get smart with how I allocate shit in there. Go play. That's all right. So I'm putting my old sleeping bag, which doesn't compress and weighs more, but just the compression part, as well as this one, like this one compresses down to half the size of that. So this will be even more so than what my new one's going to be as well. So if this works, which as I've already said, I've already done it. Righto, boom. She's chock-a-block. I'll bring this over. Oh. Rightio, now let's watch the magic happen. The magic bag. Jeez, it is bloody, alright, it's full. Wow, so that is actually, from the first time I did it with that green one, that actually feels like it's fuller for some reason. I don't know what I did. Oh, I didn't roll up the thing. I don't know. There you go. I mean, that's still, that works. Righto. Done. I'm a little bit miffed that it hasn't packed down as well as what I did it earlier. And there shouldn't be really any difference between the two different pads that I had. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. All right, so now I'm going to leave it here. I'll come back to you and I will have slept in here and we'll see what am I trying to bloody say? Tell you what I think of it. Did it work? Did it make a big difference or didn't it? Righto. Actually, guys, there's another thing I wanted to tell you, and that is, I don't know if you can notice, but while I've been doing this sleeping pad stuff, I'm using a wireless Go, the Rode Wireless Go, what do you call it? It's a little lapel. You can see it there. If I tap it, you should hear something. And of course, I'm not facing you. If I was doing this before, my voice, you just wouldn't hear it. So you should be hearing the same, it doesn't matter where I go, you should be hearing me clear as a bell. So, I don't know, let me know what you think of the sound off this. Now this is only good, oh, Jesus, don't hit me head on that, when it's me. It's only, obviously, if there's someone else or around, you're only going to really hear me, not them. That's why I normally always just use the audio off the camera. But apparently there's a hack that I can do. I'd have to buy another set of this. There's a receiver on the camera and it's wired into the camera and it just Bluetooths or whatever, however it does. But I can get another set, put them on and do a split, and then I've got to do a bit of editing to get it to happen. But it's a way of, I can then put, so I say when we're doing the budget bike build and I've got Matt, I can do this with Matt. Get him, so, because I know some people say, oh, I wish you'd bloody, you know, I could hear Matt sometimes or whatever. But it's always, this is an extra pain in the ass setup to do. But if I can, you know, do a little bit better for people, well, I'm giving it a go. And of course, whenever you do something new, there's always tweaks. There's tweaks on this thing. There's tweaks on the camera you got to do. Tweaks on the edit. Shut up, Mark. They don't really care. Righto. We'll see you when I'm waking up. Rightio, guys. So I'm now ready to go to bloody sleep. What is it? It's saying outside it's minus 0.3. Feels like minus 0. But here, actually, in the shed, it's saying 8.2, and in previous, it's pretty much held that over the night. It's pretty good with the insulation and whatever. So let's see what happens. I've actually got 2 super warmers so that if I do get cold during the night, I can crack them open, whack them in, and then hopefully be able to sleep decent for the rest of the morning. So I've got the new bloody pad thing, my Game Changer pad, the 2-degree sleeping bag, down sleeping bag, and I've got the blanket in there, and I've got my normal pillow. Righto, that's it, guys. I shall hopefully see you in the morning and be able to go, man, that pad on the bottom made a huge difference. That's what I'm hoping for. Righto. Good night. Rightio, guys. 5:45 in the morning. Just got up, took a pee. Bloody cold out there, I can tell you. It is currently, oh shit, 7.2 degrees here in the garage. I wonder what it's like outside. I feel really good.
And yeah, instantly I'm going to say that this mat has made a huge difference because I've just got this thing in the blanket. Last time I had the cocoon, I had the liner and all that kind of stuff, and I was still struggling. What's the bloody weather out there? Come on, hurry up. It's 0.5 out there. So, still have me hot warmers, which I don't need to open up. Bloody win. Righto, I'm going back to bed. Right, good morning. Apparently it's bloody 10 to 9. 10 to 9. My phone went bloody dead. Yeah, 10 to 9. 7.5 on there. Didn't use those. Stayed warm enough in here. So yeah, that mat works absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Righto. There you go. Rightio guys, let's do a little assessment. I've had me breakfast and myself a bit organised. Righto, so I should turn the light on, hang on. So that mat worked absolutely brilliantly for on the concrete floor, because obviously we know the concrete pumps out way more cold than what, you know, a normal like dirt or grass or whatever. So using that mat, this blow-up mattress, the sleeping bag and that blanket kept me relatively warm. I would have liked to have been a little bit toastier warm, but that kept me warm. Now remember guys, that sleeping bag is a comfort level 2. So that's the first, that's the comfort level, number 2. A man should be more comfortable lower than that. I'm apparently not a man anymore. So it got down to 7 degrees. So if it was 2 degrees here, there is no way that sleeping bag was going to keep me warm. And I had that blanket in there as well. So that's where I don't know about these ratings. And that's why I always say, go that 10 degrees buffer, and then you should be pretty well right. Unless you're a young fella and you run hot, well then, you know, obviously we know it's a person, everybody's different, but that's what works, that's how I run anyway. Righto, so, so using that thing as the mat, running with that, all of that, the Thermalite or the Cedar Summit Reactor bloody liner, and also that bivvy at pretty much the same temperature. I think it was 1 degree less. I think it was 6 degrees. I got cold in it. So by getting rid of all that and just adding that, I was absolutely fine. Brilliant. So now this may be, obviously because on the concrete floor, we fucking keep banging on about it, the cold coming up, so that's making a huge thing. Out on dirt and, you know, leaves and grass, that's a fairly good insulator. I don't think dirt pushes the cold up as much as what concrete does. So the mat may not be as effective in that case. The other thing to think of is, you know, this is like a huge ass tent, like a smaller, you know, your normal tent, that should keep a little bit warmer, possibly, I don't know. So there you go. That's the conclusion so far. Obviously, as I said, I've got the Ascent, Cedar Summit Ascent A3 sleeping bag coming. I was saying Goose Down. I was looking on the site. I remember watching a video with Snowies, and I'm pretty sure he said Goose Down, or I read Goose Down somewhere. I don't know, but now it doesn't say Goose Down, but it's this Dry Down. They're calling it Dry Down. They don't say duck. They don't say goose. Duck, duck, goose. So, but this dry, they treat the down so it doesn't absorb moisture as much as whatever. I don't know. Righto, that's it. Back to the bloody man cave. Let's go and see what Nay's up to in the wood shop. Hello.
Hello.
It's being a creeper through the door, through the window.
Yep.
Look at this. This looks all very official. Fire and rescue. So is it New South Wales?
Yeah, it's very hard is what it is.
Yeah, it looks it. Oh, really? You got to do all those fine lines?
Yep, and those ones down there.
Ah, right. Cool bananas. And I think we've got over here, oops, I've got sticky stuff. Victory, which still has to be, we're hoping that when she puts the clear, it's going to make this one pop. Because it needs a bit of popping, doesn't it? No?
It'll pop.
It'll pop? I love it when you're confident.
I'm not confident.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
Actually, when I first look at that, I say a cupcake.
A delicious one that's on fire.
Yes, exactly. That's
Right.
it. Right, oh, and you've got another one over. Oh, we've got one over here. What's this one? That's a Etsy off Etsy, is it?
Yeah.
That you've done for a customer off Etsy. Righto, thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Stupid bloody... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to really...
I was going to say...
I was just being funny and it went too far. Alright.
Only funny for you.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
Okay, guys, I wanted to do a little catch up from last Man Cave Tuesday in regards to the phone mounting and the camera being all bloody stupid and all that kind of stuff. I was really surprised. Big response from everybody. Heaps of comments. People having the exact same issues, the wavy stuff, the out of focus, happening to them multiple times. The number one thing is vibration. And I mean, logically, it sounds, when people start saying it, you go, that makes sense, doesn't it? Or another thing was the thumpers. So like Max is a single cylinder, big thumper, produces a lot of vibration or a particular vibration. And these new smartphones that now all have and it's why the rear one is going and not the front one. The rear one has that, what do you call it, the focus, zoom, stabilization, which is a mechanical thing in there, not a digital thing. And obviously those high frequencies, and I wouldn't be surprised that it is the high frequency because coming back from Hay, we'd had to do, or going there and coming back, we had a lot of high speed, constant high speed, and because I've got that lower the sprocket set up on there, he revs out harder when I'm hitting up into the higher. I won't say what speed, but yeah, that's it. All just sounds right. So if we don't want our cameras to break because they're not, and you can't blame the phone manufacturer. It makes me actually feel better because this didn't break just because it was shittily made. It's broke because I've used it in such a way that it wasn't actually designed to. And they don't design phones to sit on a handlebar of a motorcycle, although they should. Copying that constant vibration, especially, I don't know whether it is that high speed vibration on the road, or watch that thing, or it's all the off-road stuff. So obviously I do a lot of off-road stuff, and that this cops everything. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have said, you know, they like to have their shitty one, their second phone, you know, an old phone that they've upgraded, and they use that on their handlebars, and they put, Jesus, they put this, you know, in their pocket and carry it on them. And that's brilliant ideas, and that's what you should do. But in my eyes, you know me, I like to keep things as simple as possible, the least amount of stuff that I have to think about or work with, you know, whether it's bags in bags, you know, all that bullshit I talk about. So that means now I've got 2 devices that I have to, you know, I've got to make sure that one's in my pocket, that one's there, that's getting charged, and this one's going to be charged. And then, of course, on top of all that bullshit, you know, I've got all the camera bloody gear that I carry as well. So, you know, and I have, you know, people have the comms and all that kind of stuff. I've got the comms, and I just stopped using it because it's just another bloody thing to distract you away from what you're out there and doing. I don't know, I'm talking shit now. Making shit up just for the sake of it. Humans are very good for making excuses for what they believe in. I'm a perfect example of doing that. Do it all the time. You know, I'll be talking to Nay, and I'll be saying, oh yeah, you know, it should be, yeah, this is the way we'll do it, because, you know, this, da. And then a little bit later on, I'll in my head, I'll go, oh, I'm going to do it this way. And then I'll start saying, so I think I'm going to do it because, yeah, it's better. Do you know what I mean? We just automatically, well, I do automatically do it. I hear myself saying it, and I'll say, oh my God, no, I'm just bloody, don't listen to me. Righto. Anyway, I thought people that didn't look at the comments from the other thing, the vibrations on the handlebars, that's what's breaking that rear camera. Brilliant. Love it when we all come together and work out. You know, that was really good to see it wasn't good to see so many people having the problem, but yeah, just going, you know, it wasn't just me and I picked some dodgy bloody cameras. There's a problem that we're all, shut up, Mark. Righto, cool. Rightio, guys. So me and Nay's over there. So we're in Birdie, Nay's car, and we've come to Mount Cole. I'll just get you to do some, just show them the good stuff. So I've come to Mount Cole here in Victoria. It's about, I don't know, a little over 100 k's from Bendigo. Alistair's been talking about Mount Cole. Chappie's talked about it. So I thought me and Nay would come here and just go for a bit of a drive through it and see what it's all about. And I tell you what, it's amazing. I've been on this track. This is a really... been on this track for a little while, which is Water Race Road or something. So it seems like it's the main track that goes through. We're staying on because it's quite windy and quite rainy. It didn't start off like this. So we've come from Bendigo, Maryborough, where did we go to? Avoca, then Glenlogie. Oh, there's a track that goes down there. There's quite a few, and they're pretty good looking tracks, but we want to stay on this main track. There's campgrounds out here, waterfalls, but just the scenery is really cool. And we were just saying with Nay that, you know, Victoria, such a good place. What were you saying, Nay, about the beach?
Beach to the snow.
Yeah, so you can be at the beach and then at the bloody snow within, you know, hours. We've got at least 3 deserts. We've got rainforests, coastal bloody crap. It's just everything. High country. Absolutely crazy. So we'll keep meandering. Thank you. Meandering along here. And I've brought bloody Sparky, but I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get him up.
It's a bit windy, I think.
Yeah, Chappie showed me a couple of photos because he was up here not long ago, and he had shots of where they were on this mountain. I think it was this one, and they were above the clouds. It looked so cool. Right, see you further on. Rightio guys, so we've just pulled up at, where are we? Whoop, there's a road goes up there. We've just come up from that way, and we there, and then we've that way. There's a really high point here, and I think there's a fire tower, so we're going to try and I want to get right up as high as we can go. So I'm going to have to look at the phone and see which way to go. Nate's taking a photo of these little pink bloody plants.
I'm actually taking a photo of the cobweb.
Of the cob? Oh, of course you're taking a photo of the cobweb.
Look at it.
Ah, right.
I was doing the flower.
Yeah. So there's pink ones of these and also white ones. Oh, cool ferns. I tell you what, when the wind starts coming through, man, it howls
Yeah.
through all that stuff. Righto, see you further on. Rightio guys, so we've come to there's a track over there. And what track is that one, Nay?
That would be Hellhole Track, and we won't be going there.
No, Hellhole Track doesn't sound like a very good track, so...
And it doesn't look...
No, it's a bit shitty. So we're going to head down that way.
Well, hopefully it's the right choice.
Yeah. Rightio guys, so we're going to go and find a hut apparently. I think it's down this one, you reckon, Nay?
Yeah, Nando's. Hopefully they sell food.
Yeah, that's it. Grab some Nando's chicken.
Exactly.
And was this the way that the campground was as well?
Yeah, what was it?
Victoria Hill
Victoria Hill
Campground.
Getting close.
Oh, there it is there. Oh, look at that. Rightio, so this is Nando's hut. Thank you.
In case you're wondering, no chicken.
No chicken. Damn it.
Oh, look
cool.
at that. This is, yeah. That is cool, isn't it?
They've even left us some wood. Should have brought our own chicken.
Yeah. Oh, and they got a fire on the other side as well.
Yeah.
Oh, except is that chimney? Oh no, so you can cook on that one.
Yeah, just
Where's the fire go?
underneath.
Oh yeah, there's a little chimney. Oh,
Cool.
that is cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
By the look of it, there is a toilet block up over there. Rightio, so Nay's off to the loo. It's quite funny that the gents is there, but they've sent the bloody women's off down into the bush. So now I think we're gonna most probably head up here. I'll have to check. See which way to go. Like I was saying, I want to get up high, hopefully be above the bloody clouds. There's a few spots that I've seen. We might have to go back. Doesn't matter, whatever. Rightio guys, so we've arrived at the fire tower, which is obviously the lookout, and then of course communications. There's a little hut here. All right, Ollie, you go into the hut first,
Thanks.
just in case there's a hobbit or something in there.
Oh, I can't open it.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Up.
Maybe you can't.
Oh, maybe you can't. Slide. Oh. Okay, so we don't do that. We lift.
Oh, I tried lifting. Obviously, I lifted wrong. We have used doors before.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Oh, wow, look at them in there.
Little creepy crawlies. Yeah. Brilliant.
Nothing wrong with this.
No. No, especially if you're like bushwalking and you get caught in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's protection from the weather, whether it's hot, cold, whatever.
Righto. So we've got to try and find. There's got to be a lookout,
There's got to be something.
and I reckon it's back. There was the little walk tracks over there. All right. All right, guys. The track wasn't where we thought it was. This mist or bloody cloud just come blowing through. It was really cool. Like the fire tower. I don't know. No, I can't see it. Just engulfed the tower, so you couldn't see it. And you just every now and then get glimpses when the mist glows, like out through there. As you can see, it's all farmland. Well, you can't at the minute.
No.
You can kind of just.
Oh, you can just over there.
Oh, look at that. That's a big cliff face. So what we're going to try and do, guys, is get Sparky up. See if we can get above this stuff.
Oh, she's windy.
Righto, we'll see what we can get. Here we go. Rightio guys, we gave that a shot, but Sparky, man, he was struggling. Oh, hang on, we got bloody going all fuzzy.
Fogging up in the fog.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see me, I think this thing's fogging up. We tried to get Sparky up, but he was just, and we could see coming through there with the mist. It was just rushing through here. Just
It cleared up and then it went.
yeah,
then it
like
came
it's
straight
just
back.
total whiteout now. Can't see anything. So we'll have to give that one a miss. There you can see, guys, that the tower. Oh, so it's clearing up again. It's crazy how much that mist comes in and out. Righto, so what we're going to now do is I think we're going to head to the campgrounds. I think there's waterfalls. We've brought sandwiches for lunch and cooking bloody coffee stuff. So I'll most probably try and get Sparky up, maybe in the forest area, get some cool shots there.
In the waterfall.
In the waterfall, yeah, take him for a wash.
Not in the waterfall.
Rightio guys, so we're trying to head to, there's a big reservoir, but we've come down this track. I don't know if you're going to see it on this camera, but we're just going down, 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 and then there's big culverts and shit. I just went for a walk down there. I'd most probably make it down, but if we've got to come back up, I'm not too sure with all this water and wet, and then I don't want to wreck Nay's car either. We don't want to wreck Bird. Birdie's the nice one. The Jeep can be...
Not that you'd say that now, but yeah.
Yeah, so we'll try and do a bit of a turnaround. Well, we've got a bit of a spot here. That's why I pulled up here, because I went, I'll just pull up. I can do a turnaround here, and we'll suss that out. And that's a no. Cool. So now we're going to try and get to the. So we'll bypass the res. We're going to go to the waterfall. Bloody hell, guys! It's getting worse and now we've got that in our way. There's a road that goes up that way. I'm trying to stop this water. We're just coming around to go this way, and we're, what the hell's that noise? Bloody hell. They opens the door and scares the shit out of her. Righto, so yeah, that's obviously going the wrong way.
Yeah, that's the track over there that we can't get to.
No, I think we're doomed, baby, doomed.
Time to go back that way.
Yep. Bloody hell. Oh, just getting worse and worse. Oh, I could have done that. Sorry, I could have.
You want me to get the tree?
Yeah, you get the tree, baby. Righto, so we're following the main Mount Cole road, and then we've seen this big rock, and we thought, oh, there's a track we passed. We're on Ditchfield bloody track. It's going to take us back out to where we were coming past. So we're going to stop here and have some something to eat. Just sit in the back here, I reckon.
I reckon that's the smart
Yeah,
one.
at least it's not raining right at the minute.
No.
I might even try and get Sparky up. See if I can get some cool shots going through the trees and stuff.
Do it.
All right. Rightio, cuppers are made. Now he's done us bloody proud. Look at this. Strasbourg and cheese and lettuce.
Oh yeah, we're healthy.
Oh.
Blue skies and everything.
I know, bloody crazy. Sun's peeking up over there. So obviously this didn't turn out the way that we thought it was going to turn out, but you know, we got out of the house, you got out of the wood shop, I got off bloody Boswick's crap. Spending a bit of good quality time together, because we do get separated bloody doing our own bits and pieces. So we'll be able to follow this track out onto that main one, and then we'll just keep going on that main track till we get out somewhere and find a different way home.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Righto guys, back to the bloody man cave. Well, there you go guys, that's Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another week. I should have a video coming out on this. I've been sent this. This is the Adventure Rescue Swag, an Australian product. It was actually shown on Shark Tank a little while ago. Yeah, that's all. You'll see the bloody video and explain all that kind of bullshit. Now, old Keith from down in Melbourne sent me up a gun, a blue gun. That'll be in Next Man Cave Tuesday. I've run out of bloody time and this bloody video's going too long anyway. That's for doing, it's a zip tie gun. So I'm very interested to see how that works. Rightio, there you go. Remember guys, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.